Hello, welcome back, dears. So for this first section of the video, it's about a reading that I did on Mohammed bin Salman on October 5th, 2019, and I said that he would be building a city, some sort of city with tunnels and transportation like they've never had before. And it's going to be a marvel that everyone's going to go want to see this city. There was going to be aquariums and buy water, and it was like a city, an oasis in the middle of the desert. So Mohammed bin Salman announced about a year and 3 months later, January of 2021, that he was making this city called Noam, or the Line, and it would stretch 100 and something miles, and that it would not have cars, that it would be run only by trains, it wouldn't have any streets. And so yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to that, and then we'll move on to the next section of the video.
Everywhere. So Mohammed bin Salman, basically the theme of this cup to me with him is that he's trying to reestablish his image in the world. After he killed Khashoggi, things had gone south for him, so he might have hired a PR person, and he's working on remedying his reputation. You know, well, I'll continue. So here I see him, he's going to build some sort of aquarium, either an aquarium or an area in the middle of the desert in the city. Look at all these buildings where there's tons of water all around. It's either an aquarium, there's like people in the center and water all around them. So that's why I think it could be an aquarium. If not, it's like a bunch of fountains and pools and things like that of the sort. And then right next to that, there's like a menagerie with waterfalls. Menagerie with a bunch of animals, and this is in the middle of the city. So he's going to make like some sort of he's going to want to make some sort of oasis in the middle of the city. I also see a tunnel there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's some sort of tunnel and people standing by it. So I think he's going to either make a subway system or something underground, some sort of new transportation that they did not have before in the city.
It will have no cars or streets and will preserve 95% of nature with its zero carbon emission, called spine level. There will be ultra high-speed transit and autonomous vehicles that will make travel easier and give residents the opportunity.
I'm feeling great, and I must warn you that this reading, it's not good news. So if you're going to get upset, if you're going to get depressed, don't watch the video. I committed to doing this channel. I committed to sharing my knowledge. And she's been on my mind because she was sick and she had the operation, and I wanted to know. I wanted to know if she's going to be around for a while or not that much longer. And so I did a cup on her, and I got an answer. And it's not terrible news. She'll be around for a little bit, but yeah, I'm just gonna do the reading now. Let's get to it. So I did this cup on her, and this is the 5th one, and it looked exactly almost the same as the others. Okay, so here we have, now remember I told you that whatever's at the handle is going to be happening the soonest. So here we have Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and she's heading back to work. Here you have what I believe is Donald Trump and another thin, tall man speaking about her replacement. This we have this thin, tall man is going to be speaking with someone that's very, very heavy. Now it could be Pompeo, I don't know, a very heavy man about replacing Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Here is what I would say would be the Justice Department, and here are the justices. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 justices. Now, here we only had 4. I guess these 4 are her most trusted, or I guess she, I don't know, most trusted is the phrase, the proper term, but that she relies on most, that would carry out her ideals. And here we have 5. And in the air, you guys, okay, so you see how this person is standing on firm ground? This one is standing on firm ground. This one is not. This one is floating in the air. This is another person standing on firm ground, and so is this one. The one floating in the air, that's symbolic of passing on. This is Ruth Bader Ginsburg, passing on, transitioning. She will be passing away, you guys. I don't know exactly when, but it's during Trump's term in office. And Trump's term in office, it's not that much longer. We won't have him for much longer. So to me, a year is not that long. To me, a year is pretty soon. I'm gonna say.
This is a CBS News special report. I'm Nora O'Donnell in Washington. We are coming on the air at this hour because CBS News has confirmed that Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has died at the age of 87 from complications from metastatic pancreatic cancer.
And during her ceremony of her passing, there will be 2 people of color, perhaps giving the eulogy. One is a man of color and one is a woman of color. And they will be speaking during her ceremony of passing. I mean, for a woman who lived such a full and meaningful and impactful life, to reach 86 years old or more, or 87 years old, I mean, I don't know exactly when she will pass. There's gratitude in that. We don't know if we're going to be living that long. I mean, she's a hero.
Here are children being used as bargain chips. Okay. Here's Ariel Henry with his balding head with a little bit of hair on top. And then here is another person, another gentleman, and here's a baby, another kid. Now this guy and this kid seem to be rich. These are the poor kids over here being thrown to the wolves. The poor kids are being thrown to the wolves. They're there with the guards. The richer kids in Haiti, the ones that are middle class or better off, they're with their parents and their guardians. And you know why I say that? Because here's a guy with a lot of money. A lot of money and investments. A black man with a lot of money and investments. And he's taking his teenage children, maybe his grandchildren and son, and then his teenager or early 20s kid, and his investments, and the rest of his family. They're leaving. And they're taking the money and the investments out. And a woman is going to be taken to a house, not a big house, a small house, maybe some sort of shed or tiny little house, and she's going to be held. You see how she's in prison there? That's prison. She's in prison. That's a woman. You see her hips? You See the legs and her hips and her body? A man will not come out like that. That's a woman that's being held hostage there. There's going to be a hostage crisis, like in the hostage crisis, you guys. Here. Ay, sorry. It's getting dark out here. I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. All these children. There's going to be kidnappings and bargaining with children and people and rich people. And they're going to be leaving. They're going to be leaving Haiti. They're going to be leaving Haiti.
The turmoil and violence rocking Haiti has been directed at American citizens after 17 people on a missionary visit were kidnapped near the capital of Port-au-Prince while visiting an orphanage. The Ohio-based Christian Aid Ministries posting on its website the group of 16 U.S. citizens and 1 Canadian citizen includes 5 men, 7 women, and 5 children. Join us in praying for those who are being held hostage.
This is a building here. This is a big property, like a building or a court, something like. It doesn't have to be a skyscraper. It could just be a building, like, you know, office building or something like that. And it has a door, like a glass door here in the center where people come in and out. That's why I think it's more of a building than an actual house, because houses usually don't have glass doors, you know? So I'm saying this is some sort of edifice, and there's a woman entering here. And then there's more people on the end here on this side. And you guys, I see here, I think there will be blood. I think there will be blood. Maybe even a shot, something. I don't know what the hell. I don't mean to scare you guys. That's just what I see there. And then, you see it's a woman going in. I don't see anybody dead here, so it could be that some maniac goes in and blows something up, or shoots a bullet up or something. And you see it over here as well. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so yes. So you see it here too. A woman. And you see that, I think it could be blood here. And you see the drop. You see that there? Same thing as here. The woman. And the thing I think is blood, and then the drop. Isn't that amazing? See that? And people are going to be just acting crazy all over the place. Doing maniacal things. Such as showing up and trying to shoot. At first I thought maybe Donald Trump was going to try to send somebody to hurt a lady. But I'm like, really? No, this just got to be like maniac stuff. But then I see it here again. I think it's maniac stuff, you guys. Because down here I also see people. Like, you see all these little shadows and stuff? That's like groups of people. But I see like a bunch of people like just protesting and angry and all over the place, feeling offended, up in arms, enraged. Ay, ay, ay. And this is him and his toupee and his crazy toupee. Something to do with someone that died. And here is Mike Pompeo again, and here he is talking to Mike Pence. It's like Mike Pompeo and Mike Pence, they get together and they're like, what the hell have we gotten ourselves into here? What the hell have we been? What in the world? Here is that lady again with the, I don't know, she seems like to be bleeding from the head. Some accent, something. Here is, this is why I'm not sure if it's a maniac or if it is true that they sent some, I don't know what the hell this is, honestly, you guys, because I don't know why it's here twice. I'm going to say some maniac, but it could be, I'm over here blaming the Proud Boys because they're the only ones I know. But for all I know, there's another crazy following, QAnon, whatever the hell they are. Crazy following people that believe all these theories, conspiracy theories, that
may hurt somebody. Jesus, what the? More and more scandals to do with dead bodies, top secret documents. People being fired over that. They're gonna whistleblow again. More dead people. People getting hurt. Accidents, shot, blood. There's gonna be way more scandals with Donald Trump, you guys. He's not done. He's not done messing us all up. He's like Pazuzu. Like, he took out the 2 priests. He took out, like The Exorcist. He's just taking everybody out in that house. He's taking everybody out in the White House. More and more scandals. Either assaulting or raping women over here. Having another woman hurt over here.
So here's the creature. His head is a little bit down. He's angry. He's not even sad. He's just furious. There's people all around. And of course, you guys, he's encouraging them to take up violence. To stand up for him. And then here is the creature. And he's going to another area, another state. And here he is with his head down. So that's a good sign. He's upset. And there he is going into another building, and you see all these people. It's not that they're short or they're children, it's that they're far away and they look small. So he has people mechanizing and strategizing for him in other places. And I'm just going to give you a brief little glimpse of this. If you see in the buildings, you see these people hanging from everywhere. You guys be careful. I think people are going to get so angry. They're going to be on top of roofs, shooting maybe up in the air, but like protesting on top of roofs and things like that, and hanging from vehicles. Just insane.
So I've had this cup for a while. You guys know I showed it to you last week. So I just wanted to read it before anything happens with the debate. Alright, so let's start. As you know, anything closest to the handle will happen the soonest. The corona is one of the things that's going to bring Donald Trump down. Obviously, nobody's God. Only God is God. And no one knows 100% what will happen with the election. But I, for my part, according to my readings, believe that he will lose. Donald Trump will lose the election. But again, like I said, nobody's God. I think he will lose the election. I see him having a very tough time. They're going to have to basically pry him out of the freaking White House, you guys.